Welcome to Let's Play Earthbound Part 16. My name is ilikebeingsmart. Unfortunately, I somehow lost the audio for this part. I don't know how I did. And I don't know, somehow I just pulled it up. Part 17's fine, Part 15's fine, but this isn't fine, so I have to re-record it. I just wanted to show you here what happens if someone in your party dies and you need to revive them. As I was grinding and whatnot, I had to get $110, which is ridiculous, and get some money back. So, or me, I get me back, get Smart back. I think this was actually the part, if I remember correctly. Oh, and I wanted to show that that he got SSOH got Life Up Beta as well, so that's good. Actually, this part is when I wanted to ramble about couple stuff, and then I wanted to be like, nah, you don't want to listen to that. So, luckily, that's all that came up in that regard that I can remember talking about. So I'm not going to ramble about that, because I will save that for a separate video. So I can't really remember what I wanted to talk about. I mean, the enemies in here are pretty straightforward. There are the moles that they confuse themselves sometimes, but are relatively easy. There are the bats that always confuse themselves pretty much and are relatively easy. And then there's the bears that you can use PSI freeze on them and they'll go away faster. So that's a synopsis of the enemies in here. Let's see what else happens here. Smart's leveled up again. Yay. So she ends up getting more psychic power than hit points as the game goes on. I think pretty soon, by the end of the next part or two, her psychic power will surpass her hit points. Which is nice, because she has a lot of cool stuff you can use. PSI Thunder isn't really useful in this game as much as it is in Mother 3, because it has a higher tendency to miss. PSI Freeze is pretty good. Fire's pretty good. She gets Psychic Shields first before she gets Shields of Light, which will either will get rid of, for the time being, any psychic attacks your enemy throws at you. And then later on she'll get counter psychic shields, which will throw some back at the enemy. She's not too bad of a character. Then again, I am talking about the person I made myself, so perhaps I am a little bit biased. She does kind of, once you get everybody in the party, she sucks. But at this point, I mean, she has her specialties. Let's put it that way. So I don't even remember what I was talking about. I was probably rambling on about something insignificant, because that's what I do. Because that's just what happens in these parts. Oh, flash forward. There's going to be a set of about 3 or 4 parts in a row. I can't remember, in the 20s somewhere, where it's just going to be me randomly talking about things, and you're going to have no idea what's going on. And I'm not going to know what's going on either. So that'll be lots of fun. Stay tuned for that. I don't remember where it is, though. I haven't watched the parts in a while. But that should be fun. Me talking from the future. I'm using my old headset again for the time being, because I'm too lazy to get all my stuff out of the trunk when I came back from St. Louis. I still have all my clothes and stuff, in addition to my new headset, is in the trunk. So, yeah. It's called I'm Lazy, and it's not a good time. Speaking of being lazy, God, how much more time do I have on this? God, like 6 minutes? Are you serious? I have to talk about stuff for 6 minutes? You know, I've been thinking lately of getting a job, obviously. I've been thinking about that for a long time. But, more specifically, I tried to back a tech and learn, and it didn't work. More specifically, I would love to try to get an overnight job again, because I loved it when I was at Wonk. I loved the overnight hours, the perks, and whatnot. You people might say, you're crazy. It's like, yeah, get over it. But, like, a lot of the overnight jobs that are available are more stock room jobs. And to do that, you have to lift heavy amounts of weight, which I currently can't do. But if I could do it, that would be pretty cool. So that gets me thinking about, man, I really should lose some weight, which is something I've been pondering lately. Because for some reason in my brain, if I lose weight, then I become more attractive, and thus more, what's the word? Not, oh nice, PSI Freeze Beta. That will help kill the bears faster. What's the other word I'm looking for? Not availability, that will increase my ability to be liked as a girlfriend type. But I can't think of the word off the top of my head. So, but seriously, if I ever went on a diet and started exercising more, whatever like that, ideally I'd like to lose like 25 pounds. Minimally 15, but ideally 25, because that would get me to where I was the end of freshman year of college. Which I say end of freshman year, not beginning of freshman year, because I actually lost 15 pounds over the course of my freshman year of college. Because I was too scared to eat with my roommate in the room, and I didn't really manage my time well, so I didn't really eat a whole lot while I was on campus. And so I lost 15 pounds. I had these size 10 like pink jeans that I wore that I was so proud to buy because it was like size 10s. And if I tried to put those on now, I probably couldn't even fit in them, but because that's how it works. See, and you see size 10 is like a victory. Because normally I have to, do the 12-14 thing. Which isn't really that bad because, the average dress size for the average woman in this country is about 12 or 14. So it's not like I'm obese. Really. You guys have seen me. It's not like I'm obese. I'm just a little bit more overweight than I'd like to be. So, anyway. I'm debating whether or not I want to do this boss. And I'm thinking, well, okay, I'm a little under leveled. Okay. So PSI Caramel does 20. I've got a couple life noodles. I've got some things to boost the energy right now. Do I have enough time? Is my next question. Yeah, I've got about 2.5 minutes left. You finally got here. This is your sanctuary location, but it's mine now. Take it from me if you dare. And we've got the Mole. Anybody remember that show? The Mole, like the old school Mole, where the Mole was, some chick from Chicago named Catherine. Not the celebrity stuff, because that was shit, but, I thought originally that PSI Freeze was a weakness to this boss, and then I find out that's not a weakness, and then I find out PSA Fire is not a weakness either. So basically just, regular attacks. He has a psychic shield there, as you just saw. So regular attacks are pretty much what you need to do, and then just use SSOH as a healer. And try to keep whoever you named your Paula alive. In this case, Smart. So, I mean, it's kind of hard because her HP is so low at this point that and then I screw up my shields. I realize that Smart starts with a Psychic Shield. SSOH starts with a Shield of Light. And I wanted to put a Shield of Light over her to decrease the damage. And then I'm like, well, should I put a shield on her? Should I recover her? Okay, I'll put a shield and recover myself. So... And then I think he just ends up killing me anyway. Pretty soon. It's pretty close to killing me. Yeah, I know. Post-commentary is shit, but there's nothing I can do. When I have commentary like 5 parts down the line, I open this up. I'm like, oh, there's nothing there. That's great. Obviously not my first choice, but you know, that's alright. I get to ramble on about how I think I'm fat. Yeah. Yeah. Chick security issues. Good times. Nope. No. I try to heal her instead of healing myself. And I epically die. So part 17, we're going to come back to this and use the beauty of save states. My name's I Like Being Smart. See you all next part.